Alright guys, this is Steven coming to you with a deck profile for Red the Duelist's YouTube page. I just recently did a deck profile on my Dolces, but like I said, I do play Lightsworns for main, and this is my Lightsworn build. To me it's more pure Sworn because I don't run Tragodia or Chaos Sorcerer. However, I do run one boss monster, that is Chaos, and that's BLS. BLS is still busted. We all know what he does. You have to run him, especially in Lightsworns, whether you run that many darks or a low number count. It's still there. And since it's Lightsworn, 3 JD, some people play 2 because they run Gold Starks and stuff. No. 3 JD, pay 1,000 blow field, no more priority, so he can get bottomless. The reason why they probably brought him to 3. Now for the Lightsworn names that are at doubles, 2 Celestia. People like 1 because they play Tragodias and Chaos and stuff. I like 2 because it's more pure Sworn, and she's a baby version of JD. She mills 4. Even if they veil her, she's a cost to mill 4, so it just helps with the milling process.
The effect is broken too, man.
People are gonna call me nuts. I know he can clog your hand. You run 3 Solar Recharge, you run 2 Lumina, you run Charge, you run double Reincarnation. He will leave your hand. Guarantee it. And if you open 3 of them and nothing to mill out...
Well, I guess they're fucked for a while, but
yeah.
hey, deal with it till next game, and then you got the match.
But with Shockmaster out, and now that he's super, why the hell not? 2 Lila, still one of the best cards in the deck in my estimation. Switches, pops back row, mills 3. It's Lila.
I hate that bitch. Sorry for the curse words.
Thank God Lumina's at 2. She would be at 3, exceeds, it's disgusting. Discard a card, special summon a Lightsworn level 4 lower from your graveyard. You have to have a hard target, and she mills 3 in the end phase. You just use her and just make rank 3 exceeds, or use the special summon targets to make rank 4s. Some people play only run 1 Raikou. Raikou is a tongue twister.
Raikou is not a tongue twister.
If you say 1 and Raikou, it's just weird.
1 Raikou?
Yeah, like
it's not a tongue twister.
Like only run.
Oh my god,
Raikou. Anywho, 2 Raikou, mills 3, pops 1. It's optional to pop 1. You don't have to. People force you to say you have to pop 1. No, you don't.
But mill is mandatory.
Absolutely. Unless they veil her, then obviously nothing's happening.
How the fuck can they veil her and damage step if they...
Well, if they don't attack, if I flip it on my turn. Anyway, for the 1-ofs...
Sorry for the cursing again,
It's okay. Red the Duelist takes no prisoners. 1 Garoth, 1 Jane, 1 Aaron.
Screw you, Steven.
And finally, for the last name, 1 Arcus. I run 9 names, so it helps the base consistency of JD. And then 1 Honest, if only with that 2. 2 Card Trooper, the only earthy run in the deck. People say run Maxi because of the meta, but the meta still, to me, gets kind of slow. He kills Thunder King, he kills Neos Alias if they don't have Gemini Spark, and I plus off of it no matter what. Now
Get ready for Atlanteans.
Now onto the darks. Of course, your 1 Gores just to stop OTKs.
Oh yeah,
he's
Gold
Ghost.
Series.
Yeah, he's just there. And if he gets milled to the graveyard, then it's a target for BLS. Now, people say this is where you run Plex Spreader. Zephyros the Elite has become a fantastic tech card in this deck. The Lumina spam is awful. You can discard like a Lila Wolf special. If you special Lila, pop a back row. Then you can bounce Lumina special him, and look, rank 4 exceed.
And you got Lumina for another turn.
Pretty much, and it just sets up for next turn. And he's a dark for BLS, so after his effect is dead...
Got him off face.
Even though Necrogarna's at 3, he will get to your hand as much as Wolf will. 2 is enough, unless Charge ends up going to 2 or 3 next format. 2 is the Necrogarna number, I'm sorry. And that's it for monsters. I believe it is 25, 26. You'll be the judge of that. On the spells, 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, 3 Solar Recharge, 1 Ulti, 1 Ultra, 1 Super. Still one of the greatest cards in the deck. It's a 6-card movement. Discarding a Lightsworn and this card, drawing 2 and milling 2. A 6-card movement in Lightsworn is the best movement you can get. 2 Monster Reincarnations. I do not run Beckoning Light, only because you don't want to dump staples that are in your hand, even though you have the nuts in your graveyard. 2 Reincarnation is just stability. It just helps with the synergy of the deck. 1 Rotor to search out your warriors, just in case nothing's coming in your hand as fast as it should.
Jane, Garoth.
And sometimes if you need a Lumina target to pop and you don't want to like discard Lightsworn, Necrogarna. Dark Hole. We're going to staples now, ladies and gentlemen. Heavy Storm. Monster Reborn. 1 Pot of Average due to the fact there's no beckoning and I do mill heavily. 1 Foolish for the wolf play. This is like, in my reality, the 4th wolf or the guaranteed wolf. Guaranteed 21 beater, especially with Foolish, is fantastic. And dump the 4th name, dump a dark. So much you can do with that. One Mind Control, one of the best cards in this meta because of Exceeds and somewhat Synchro Summoning, even though fairies are coming back. They first turn Earth, no back row, just start syncing with their stuff. And finally, this is my tech. I side in 3 MSTs, but just remain 1 Night Beam just in case.
Gets rid of Reckless for Dark Rolls, gets rid of Skill Drain. It gets rid of a lot of things. It forces their stuff to activate most of the time.
I mean, they can chain another card to this, but it's a bad idea. Just saying. And that's it for the deck. It's a 40 card deck. Just to go quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 14 spells, 26 monsters, ladies and gentlemen. So it's more monsters than spells, no traps. Now on an extra deck, like I said, since I run Mind Control and Veilers are inside, 1 Gaia Knight, Colossal Fighter, and 1 Scrap Dragon. No Stardust because there's too much destruction, and why Scrap Dragon over Stardust? Because everyone over here is just big beaters. No Void Ogre because I took out my Plate Splitter. 1 Gachi just for, you know, the fairy matchup.
Raikou.
Yeah,
Plague.
double Raikou death is just hilarious. 1 Zen Mains, 1 Tempo, 1 Levier to Necro, and just keep recycling Necros is just redundant. 1 Giga Brilliant, also a Light. So just in case you don't want to move one of your Lightsworn for BLS, you have other options. Even though he can get Cloggy, Acid Golem does not kill me because I run 2 Celestias. Just because Celestia gets her effect of tributing a Lightsworn monster doesn't mean I can't tribute Acid Golem for a Celestia just to get rid of him. So that's why I can run him. Or he'll collide with a 3000 monster I don't like.
You also have cores.
That's true. I would never... Well, only tribute summon a Gores if it's a necessity. Excuse me.
I did it to win a regional, man.
I mean, it helps. Now onto the rank 4s. Okay, 1 Maestroke, Photon Papilla Imperative. Of course, you want Shockmaster just because of the 3 wolves and just so much level 4 synergy. 1 Utopia and Utopia Ray because if you Mind Control the Utopia, obviously, nutty nuts. And then the last card, it's still in here for testing. Which 1 Gemini Pro? He's just a giant vanilla Exceed beater. Why not?
I mean, just can't stop him.
And that's it for my Lightsworn deck. Comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks a lot. Goodbye.